Mr. Browett here from CLPA, CC-Link Partner Association. Last November, you launched the CC-Link IE over TSN. That was the first protocol to run on the new TSN, time-sensitive networking. How is it going?
It's been good. It's been almost 1 year since we introduced CC-Link IE TSN, and since that time we are getting a lot of interest from the market in it. We've got some of our big partners like Mitsubishi Electric who are already now starting to introduce products that support the network. And this year at the SPS fair in Nuremberg, we're also planning to show that there's going to be a wide ecosystem, if you like, of different development partners that are now on board with us who will offer ways to help device vendors develop CC-Link IE TSN products. So the momentum is continuing and we're starting to see good take-up from the market now.
And aside from TSN, you are investing to grow your market share in Europe because you're very strong in Asia, no? As CC-Link is Japan-based protocol, is it?
Yeah, our headquarters is in Japan, and obviously we're very strong in the Asian market because that's where we began originally. But that was almost 20 years ago, in fact. And since that time, the CC-Link Fieldbus, the CC-Link IE Industrial Ethernet, which followed it, and now CC-Link IE TSN, they've continued to develop strength outside of Asia. And if you actually look at the makeup of our organization now, we now actually have more partners outside of Asia than we do in Asia. So I think that's a pretty clear signal that the technologies have been accepted globally, and it's not just a topic for Asia anymore.
What about Europe?
Yeah, in Europe also, we're seeing some good interest. I mean, like for example, one of our key board members is Balluff in Germany, and Balluff came on board as a board member a while ago. So that shows that in Europe there's good interest as well. We're continuing to invest in the European market. We're adding resources all the time. We're constantly doing promotion here in Europe. A good example of that is we had our debut at the Hanover Fair earlier this year in April, and so that was to launch CC-Link IE TSN at the Hanover Fair, which some people think is maybe the most important fair for industry globally now. So that's just some examples of how we're continuing to invest in promoting the CC-Link technologies in the European market.
And talking about the future, there's a lot of hype about 5G in industry, in industrial cases. Are you also planning to make something about this?
Yeah, that's an interesting question because I think maybe the telecommunications companies in the beginning saw 5G as being something that would appeal very strongly to the consumer market. They were hoping we may upgrade our phones and so on. And it seems to be maybe the response from that market hasn't been quite as strong as they were hoping. So now it seems to be that a lot of these companies are now focusing on the industrial market. And I know certainly some of the big European end users, various engineering companies, are now starting to see that 5G will really help them improve their operations. So you're starting to see a lot of 5G activity in the industrial market. And this is something that CLPA is clearly interested in, and it's something we're planning to address in the near future.
Are you going to go on working alone, or do you think that more collaboration in the industrial market is a positive thing? I'm thinking to OPC Foundation initiatives that wants to put the word stop to the Fieldbus war.
Yeah, well, actually, I don't think it's really true to say that we're working alone. Maybe you remember that fairly recently we announced a cooperation with Profibus and Profinet International, and that resulted in a specification for a coupler, which is now a standardized way of connecting CC-Link IE and Profinet together. And one of our other key partners, Hilscher, actually offers a product that does that. So that was an example of how we started off with cooperations. And we also are interested in working with the OPC Foundation. We have quite good contact with those colleagues. And I think probably what you will see in the future is there's going to be further examples of how CLPA is cooperating with other industry associations to further offer good possibilities for machine builders and end users who need to make their different parts of their factories or different machines work together. And yeah, we're hoping to continue supporting that in the future.